Hey, it's Lady Plants a lot, and I just wanted to say sometimes we have lost family members around this time of the year, or maybe we lost them another time. I lost my dad, my biological father, in January, so this is a hard time of the year for me. I lost uh, a friend named Jonathan Hall around this time of the year when I was in '96. This is a difficult time of the year for me. And last year, I lost a my daughter's father's cousin, daughter, father, cousin. Um, so that would have been their second cousin, I guess. We lost we lost him this time last year. So it's about a year. So I'd like to give a shout out to those people in memory. Jonathan, I have never forgotten you. Um, I celebrate. I finally got to the point where I celebrate your life instead of mourning your death. Um, yeah, that was very, very difficult for me. Marby, I I'm still trying to get to that place where I celebrate your life, but I am still mourning your death. If I'll give you guys a story. Marby didn't speak very much English. He might have understood more than what he spoke, probably did. And I didn't speak very, very much Spanish. He spoke a little bit fast for me. I could understand what he was saying, so we were both flip flop on our communication. However, not being able to speak doesn't ever bother me. So, um, Marby taught me the word techo, which is a roof or roofing or shingles or something like that, something to do with roof. And I'd ask him what he did or what he was doing, and he would say something about work, and he'd say something about a techo in Spanish. And I learned that those words, I knew work, what the word work and all the conjugations of the word work were. And I never heard techo, and I tried and I tried and I tried to understand what a techo was or where it was or what it did, and I never did until I had to call my brother-in-law of sorts, and I say, "What in the world is a techo?" And he said, "Oh, it's a roof." And I said, "Oh, that's what he's always talking about." So Marby, I want to give a tribute to you. You taught me the word techo. Um, I will miss you every time around every year around this time of the year. Actually, I miss you all times of the year. Every time I talk to the family down there, and I will always miss you because I always ask how you're doing, and I can't ask that anymore because you're not here. I'm sorry you're gone. I am sad that you're gone, but I will always remember some of the things you did that were really uh, in support of me, and I appreciate them, even though I couldn't tell you, um, but I think you knew. Um, I miss you, Marby. This is hard. This is freaking hard. I miss you. I'm thinking about you. This is not at all easy. It's hard to even think about coming back down south and not seeing or hearing any stories about you drinking too much and somebody having to go kind of follow after you and to check up on you. It's difficult. So if you have anybody that you are missing this time of the year, if you care, share with us. I shared my story about my oh gosh, I guess I was in high school. My classmate, her brother got murdered, and it was very, very damn difficult for the whole entire Fairfax County area. Well, maybe, oh, we'll say Springfield. area, and it was difficult. And I can say honestly, it took me to 2000. If it's 2019, I would say 2000. If I bought this house, 2015 ish, to get to the point where I celebrate his life rather than mourn his death. And I'm telling you, that's the honest truth. That was a very, very difficult period for me, and it's still difficult. However, I celebrate his life rather than mourn his death. And I would like to say that I am always thinking about you at this time of the year. As soon as the weather starts changing, that's kind of why I don't like winter, and that's kind of why I don't like trees. Um, because I think about you, Jonathan. Jonathan, I will I will always think about you and your family around about this time of year. I love you all, and I will I always think about you guys. I really do. I was always it was always difficult for me to say anything to your sister, to your mom, to your your more immediate friends and family, because I just didn't. I just I always feel like people don't know how much I care for them or how much I support them, and it's difficult for me because I'm an empath. So that means that I feel even if you don't know, I feel. Let me tell you a story about Jonathan. This little boy had taken my brother's bike, and all you know, I'm really crazy about my brother. This little boy had taken my brother's bike, uh, and Jonathan went and got it back for him. Uh, he got my brother's bike back for him, gave it back to him, and that was that. And I was like, "Oh, thank you." He's like, "No problem. You're my sister's friend, and your brother's pretty cool anyway." I I always had a lot of respect for him because people would say he's a bully. People would say he's a pain in the butt. People say all kinds of things, but he was never like that to me, and he never showed anything like that to uh, say to warrant that what they would say about him. I so I always had a lot of love in my heart for Jonathan. I knew he came from a wonderful I knew he came from a wonderful family that just happened to be in a money crunch. As an adult now, I understand money crunches shouldn't shouldn't put you in a class where people don't care about you just because you don't make $200,000 and $300,000 a year. His mom was doing the best she could. She was getting by the best she could. She worked very, very, very hard, and um, he was a good boy for what all he was exposed to. And I celebrate your life now. I'm proud to say that. Doesn't mean I've forgotten. As you can see, I look like I might be getting ready to tear up, so I'm going to end this video because I don't want anybody sad. I'm celebrating this young man's life, and I finally got to the place where I can talk about it without breaking down, and I can be happy that I even got a chance to know him, because that was a blessing. Um, Jonathan, I miss you. I think about you all the time. Marby, I miss you. This is freaking hard this first year. I miss you. I think about you all the time. For real, for real. I think about you every time I call, I dial 561 anything. What's Marby doing? I think about you all the time. And if anybody has or cares to share, put a tribute to the one you lost or you're thinking about this holiday season in the comments, and we'll just leave that there like that, right there, and that there, and all that stuff. Okay, thank you. You guys have a happy holiday. If I don't come on and do any more uploads, you guys have a happy holiday. Don't eat too much or eat too much. I mean, I don't know. You can get on the, we got New Year's, next year's resolutions we can make. So, do what you need to do. Enjoy your family. We don't know how long we're going to be with them. Enjoy them and make sure you tell your loved ones that you love them, because I'm telling you, my daughter's caught up with Marby. He hadn't seen them in years, and the next day he was gone. So I think actually tomorrow is a 1 year anniversary, and so please tell your loved ones that you care for them, hug them, whatever it is you do, how you show that you care about somebody. Do it, because in 12 hours they might not be here. This is Lady Plants, and the next video will be not as somber, I promise. But thank you anyway. Bye bye.